Hi, and welcome to the BA Knowledge Share. In this episode, we will talk about what a focus group is all about. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, when we talk about a focus group, well, why is it important for business analysts? This is just a tool in your toolbox that you can leverage as you are either eliciting requirements or if you are working to understand a certain problem or how users use a certain product, as an example. So this is a great way to kind of understand opinions as well as to elicit ideas from stakeholders. So a focus group is basically a means to elicit ideas and opinions about a specific product, as I mentioned earlier, a service or opportunity in an interactive group environment. Now, the participants guided are normally guided by a trained moderator or trained moderators. During these sessions for focus groups, you would normally sort of pre-qualify participants. So maybe, for instance, you're working on a project that requires for you to understand certain opinions about customers of a product within a certain demographic. So in that case, you as a business analyst would try to sort of shortlist the participants in the focus group. So it's more of a pre-qualified understanding of who your participants would be. So within the session, the participants share their impressions as well as their perspectives. So it is a great place to sort of understand a diverse set of impressions and perspectives within a focus group. And now this is tied to more of a qualitative research than a quantitative research. And when we say qualitative research, there's things like that you can't put in numbers, but these are more so opinions of participants. So in a nutshell, a focus group is composed of, as I mentioned, pre-qualified participants whose basic objective is to discuss and comment on a topic within a context. The participants share their perspective and attitudes about a topic and discuss them in a group setting. And so focus group is also a form of qualitative research, as I mentioned here. The activities are similar to that of a brainstorming session, except that a focus group is more structured and focused on the participants' perspectives concerning a specific topic. So it's not an interview session conducted as a group, rather it is a discussion during which feedback is collected on a specific topic. Normally the session has those trained moderators as well as it has note takers or people that record these discussions. So you as a BA would either be a moderator or would be a scribe, but not both, because it is a big task to sort of handle in terms of doing the scheduling and setting up the focus group and managing the focus group from soup to nuts. So some of the elements to consider in a focus group are there needs to be some clear objectives. So before getting into sessions or meetings, you need to sort of state some clear objectives as it relates to the focus group. You need to have a plan in place. Now, why do you need to have a plan in place? Because you need to sort of understand and guide the focus group in order to have some structure so that you understand the outcomes and you get what you need from that focus group. As I mentioned earlier, pre-qualify your participants, set up a discussion guide. You would have a moderator and recorder. We went through that, as well as have a post-focus group, right? So what does that mean in terms of a post-focus group? You would want to sort of have like an after focus group where you follow up if there's any questions as it relates to that specific idea that may have been generated by a specific set of people within that group. So it's kind of important to sort of set the expectations in terms of the follow-ups and in terms of what's needed post the focus group, and maybe there's homework that you assign to them. Lastly, in conclusion, there are some downsides to focus group. Just something to keep in mind is that there may be potential members or participants in that group that steer sort of opinions of other group members. So that's just something to keep in mind. And maybe a way to counter that would be to be a good facilitator of the focus group sessions. That being said, there are their strengths as well. Focus groups really hone in on the ability to understand people's attitudes, experiences, and desires. So that being said, in conclusion, focus groups are a great tool to keep in your toolbox as a business analyst. This is also one of the tools that's or techniques that is asked as part of the CBAP exam or the CCBA exam, or even something good to know as an ECBA candidate. So please do consider subscribing to the BA Knowledge Share channel, as well as visiting our website at baknowledgeshare.com, as well as accessing our Facebook page, and the link has been provided below. That being said, have a great day and take care.